Hi everyone. In Angular, we have lots of options for CSS and style. In this part, we will explore all of these options with example. Alright, so first of all, we will talk about component style. Maybe you already know about basics of component style because in this playlist, we already created some components and we applied some style also. But anyways, this is a part of options, so we will cover this also. After that, we'll see how we can do global style, how we can create new file for global style, and we'll also see how we can make two different files for global style. We'll also talk about internal and inline style. We'll see how we can do style in component.ts file, and we'll also see how we can load multiple CSS files in a single component. At last, we'll discuss some important interview question also. All right, so now let's move on the code, and yeah, this is our output screen. So let's open first app.component.css. So this .css extension basically belongs to some specific component. For example, if we have app.component.css, that means this is related to the app component. So here you can see that we have one h1 tag there, and if you want to do some basic style for this, then you can go to the app.component.css, basically component CSS file, and let me apply some style for this. Let's say color, you can say that red, and let's say background color, maybe you can say that orange or something. And if you check the output, okay, so this is not working, this is working. I think that is just loaded a little bit late, but that's fine. All right, but for example, if you will use one more component inside the app component file, then this h1 style will not applicable to the nested component. Let me give you one example. Let me clear this command line and create new component, G for generate, C for component, and component name, let's say profile. And if I just hit enter, you'll see we have one more component inside this, and there we have one p tag. Let me change it with the h1 tag, and let's say profile component and something. Now I want to use this component inside the app. So let's move to the app.component.ts file and import. Let's unlock this there. And now in let's go to the component profile.component.tss and use this selector inside the app.component.html file. And there we go. Right. So now you can see that even inside this app.profile component, we have one more h1 tag, but this style is not applicable there, right? And again, if I just put their h1 tag, and you can see that heading to something, right here you can see that. So what is my point here? If we are doing something in our component.css file, it will be applicable only for that component, not even for the nested component or child component. All right, okay. So now let's say if you want to do some style for profile component, then you have to use profile.component.css file. And let me just do some style there. Background color, you can say that sky blue, and then color maybe white or black. Oh yeah, white, you can just do that, that's fine. This is working, right? Okay, so this is the one option. Second thing, what is global style? So when we are making project, so definitely we need some common CSS for buttons, for heading, for padding and margin, and for different pages, right? Maybe header and footer. So we need a common file that could be loaded in the complete project. And that file name is styles.css, and this is the default file. So if I just go there, and here you can see that there is no background color. And if I just make body and right there, yeah, to say background color sky blue. Now you can see that this sky blue color is applicable on the whole body, and we never imported this file somewhere. Then how this is connected? If you want to check the connection, then you have to go to the app.json file. Here you will see, let me just hide this terminal. You will just go a little bit down, and then you will find styles. So there this file is automatically, or you can say that defaultly registered when we created the application. Okay, so now the question is, let's say you want to create a different global style file, then how you can do that? You can just simply click on the src and let me create one more file, theme.css, right? And let's say there what I'm going to do with the all h1 tags, I'm making some border with padding 10 pixel, border is let's say 1 pixel solid and maybe green. Yeah, but this is not applied there. Why this is not applied? Because we have to register this file inside the app.json. How we can register? Same as this styles file registered. So you can just put there. If you want to remove, you can still remove it, that's fine. But let me just replace theme.style, and now you can see that. Okay, one more thing. So if you will make some update inside the app.json, maybe sometime you have to you can say that restart your ng server, and here we go. Now you can see that the borders of all of these components, perfect. But now the question is, in style.css we have some background color. So some code we have in this file and some code we have in our theme.css file. Then what we can do? Can we use both these files inside the styles? The answer is yes. Just simply put there src, then style.css or whatever name you have, and now again you have to restart your ng server, and here we go. Now we have blue color in the background with the border. So code of all these two files are displayed there. Cool. So next thing is internal style. So what do I mean to internal style? So let's say in app.component, right, there you want to do style for these h1 tags or some other tags. Then how you can do that? If you want, then you can use the style tag there also. So let's say I'm putting there some h2 tags, heading 2, heading tag 2, let me put there tag 2, then there is one more h2, and let me put there apple, just any text, right? And now I just want to put there h2, color is let's say orange, and background color is let's say black or something. Yeah, okay, with hash. Yeah, and there you can see that, right? So this is how we can apply the background color also, right, with the style, you can say that. But now let's say you just want to use a style only for one single element, then you can use inline style. So let's say we have h3 tag, and then let me put there, this is heading 3, right, heading 3. Now I want to make some style, so you can just do inline style, background color maybe gold, yeah, and color maybe, or not column, color maybe you can say that black, and font size maybe 50, yeah. So let me just put there pixel also. Okay, so this is the third one, right? Okay, so this is about inline, internal and inline style. Now let's say you want to do some style inside the component.ts file. Is it possible? Yes. And when you have to use this, so let's say in profile.css you have just a small amount of code. Maybe you just have this h1 tag and then button for logout, right? Maybe logout button, right? You have very small amount of, you can say that, tags. Then you don't need to create some extra CSS file. What you can do in the profile.ts, you can just comment out this line and use their styles, and inside this you can use the styles. For example, you have to use the array braces, then h1 tag, maybe background color is let's say green. Let me put there green for now. Yeah, green. I think we don't need to use this. Yeah, here green. And then for another one, maybe, yeah, for button, maybe you want to use font size for this, right? Let me use font size and let me put there 50 pixel, and now you can see that this is also valid there. So this is how, if you have just small amount of elements, then you can do the style inside the component.ts file only. Okay, so the next thing is, let's say you want to load the two styles in a single file. How you can do that? Okay, let me create one more component for that, because I just don't want to remove this code, so that you can get this code inside the on GitHub, right? Yeah. So let me just clear this. Let me create one more. Let's say maybe login or something. User component would be better. It should be start with the small u. Yeah. And now, so we want to use now this. Let me just remove the files for profile component. Yeah, these are not required for now. CSS file. Okay, so now in the app.component.ts I'm registering user component because we are using this. And now here on the top of this, let me create HR tag so that you can add HR tag so that you can get to know where these components are breaking, right? Yeah, there. And now inside this I will use their app, then user, and here we go, user works. Perfect. So in user works we have some different types of element, and the CSS of these two elements put it in the different file. So for example, I have one, you can see that one h1 tag for, you can see that heading in user component, and there we have one button also, and button will be, let's say, user add new user, right? And you want to put the style for h1 in a different file and button in the different file, but how we can do that? Okay, so for h1 tag I'm putting the style inside the app.component.h1. so let me put there something, background color black, okay, color let's say gold, then width is, let's say, 300 pixel. There we go, right? Or you can, if you want, you can make it 400 also. And then border radius is 10 pixel. Yeah, so this is okay, that is fine. And now we know that we have one button also, but button style is not there. For button we have the different file anywhere in our project, and maybe in this same folder. So let me put there button dot style dot css. I'm just copying this, and I will put there h1 button, something like this, and I will put there, let's say, border solid, 1 pixel solid, and maybe gold, then width maybe 200 pixel, height maybe 50 pixel, font size maybe 30 pixel something. Yeah, and so now button is inside this. So this is not by default applicable. How we can apply this button style on the user.component.html? The answer is very simple. What you need to do, you have to go inside the app.component.ts, comment out this line, go put there style URLs. Here you can use the array and put your file name with this, right? Now you can see that okay, so we have to make this button a little bit larger. So let me go there, and we can say that 3 pixel like this, border, and background color maybe we can make it black. Yeah, so this is our, and okay, yeah, we need color also. Color can be white, let's say. Yeah, so this is our button. I know this is not looking good, but for a time understand this, right? This is the button. But now this style is removed, then how we can use this style also. Again, go to the user there, and with the comma you can use this path also, and now you'll see the style for this one and this one is applicable and coming from the different files. So this is the way that how you can load two different files in a single component, and that could be asked in interviews. Second thing that can be asked in interview, how we can use two global files, two global CSS file, and which I already discussed. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching this part. If you still have any doubt, confusion, you can ask me in the comment section. And thank you so much. Please like this video, subscribe my channel, comment your feedback. This is my Paytm and GPay donation number. Thanks everyone.